Hello and welcome back to the patch 6.1 PTR. So we've got some pretty good news this time actually. The most recent build added in the first iteration of the new models for the Blood Elf Male and Blood Elf Female. And I've got to say my first impressions, at least from looking at them in the character select screen, are pretty good. Now these are just first iterations, there's still more work to be done, etc. So we'll have to just wait and see how that all pans out. Now in this video I'm just going to go through the character creation for both of them, and then we'll move on to the in-game animations after that. So I'm just trying to think, what will we go with? Warrior, yeah, because the warrior thing doesn't cover all the skin, so we can actually see the new model. Right, let's have a look. First of all, face, just higher detail, etc. Really exactly what you would have expected after seeing their Warcraft post. One thing I definitely notice is the ears actually kind of look a little bit more 3D in terms of their geometry there, rather than just being this bizarre muddy texture. Arms look a little bit low res for some reason. Don't know why, but overall it does look like an improvement. In terms of the different faces, I mean, I'm going to go through them here, but this probably doesn't mean that much because Blizzard said they are iterating on this stuff pretty heavily. So there's just a quick look through the faces. We'll start off from hair type number 1 and move our way down. And actually the hair's looking pretty decent. For some of the new models, I really thought the hair kind of let them down, but this stuff seems okay. Now, one thing that you will probably notice is the eyebrows are a little bit messed up in terms of their texture. That's probably just some sort of PTR bug. Alright then, so there's our various hairs. Let's just randomize the name, hair colors. I mean, they're all the same as they used to be. Yeah, there you go. There's the various hairs. We'll just throw on a randomized name. Oh wait, facial hair. Forgot about that. What massive amounts of facial hair we can have. Yeah, it's what you'd expect if you've played one of these. Right, let's go in game and mess around. Actually, making a warrior was a terrible idea. No, we're going to make a new character that can cast, because casting animations are something that people like to see. So, what, mage? Yeah, mage will do. And in we go. Alright then, so here we are. Of course, it seems like there's a lot of people checking out the new model. In terms of the run animation, I can't really say too much because I don't play one of these on live, but that's roughly what our run animation is looking like. I'll try to get they have a swirly jump, don't they? I'll try to get it to proc that. Maybe. Anyway, so, I mean, the animation's okay. A part of it does look a little bit stiff, but, it's serviceable. Let's see, what do you think if you actually play one of these? Let's attack something. So here's our casting animation. Doing the old hand swirl. Yeah, it's looking decent. Right, what can we do next? Some emotes of /eat. Well, I'll zoom in a little bit more. This is just to give you an idea of what the facial animations are like. Let's do /dance. Wow, okay, no, I don't know what he's doing there. Well, I do. He's cheeky. Well, it seems like they need to fix up a little bit of the dance so it doesn't look like the character's beating himself off halfway through the damn dance. Ah, hello, cat, how are you? Yeah, so that's what our dance looks like. Just go over that again. Oh, if I could even type in dance correctly. I wonder if that was just a bug, or if that was just me seeing things. Oh yeah, that's a bit weird looking. Don't you love PTRs? Right, what will we do next? /point, I suppose that's a thing. Exciting. /charge. Of course they will. Let's just say something. Yeah, looking good. Very exaggerated on the mouth movements, but that's generally what Blizzard do seem to go for. And that's just a general overview of the emotes. If you want to see them all, then I recommend just loading up the Wowhead model viewer and playing around with that, but this video is just to show you kind of what they're like in-game. I suppose I should also just hit something with my melee weapon. Hello, mana worm. Prepare to be wrecked. Oh, that kind of looked weird because I was moving. And it's essentially the same, but maybe with a few more frames. It looks like there's some sort of bug going on. Anyway, I'll kill this, and we will hop over to a Blood Elf Female. Alright then, time to inspect the Blood Elf Female model. This time, let's just go with a rogue. I don't know, we've already went with a caster. Or a hunter? I don't know. Screw it, warlock. We're going to do warlock. Now then, let's just go over all the various things. So skin color is... It's skin color. It's probably the same as it always has been. We look at the various faces. Not a crazy... Yeah, so the mouths are changing, but the rest of the face isn't. Blizzard did say that there's a bit of a bug where they're all, or at least some of the models, are using the same geometry for many parts of the face, and it would seem that the only thing... Well, not much is changing here from face to face, and that's probably the explanation for that. So there we go. Their eyes do seem to be a bit more glowy. I don't know if I mentioned that previously, but they do seem more glowy. That's kind of cool, though. I know a lot of Draenei people didn't like the enhanced glow that the Warlords of Draenor or Draenei have, but I kind of like the glow. Right, let's just move down through the various kinds of hair, which are, again, exactly what you would expect. Just higher res, better hair. So, that's pretty cool. Let's just go into the very first one. Right, in terms of other things, ears have got the same enhancements that the male ears have, which is, again, what you'd expect. And overall, it's looking better, I suppose. Hair color is likely all the same. If you're a Blood Elf, then I'm sure you'll spot any differences. And then finally, we've got earrings. Let's see if any of these have been changed. I think these are the same as the, like, default earrings. You've got a lot of room for earrings there, don't you? Yeah. You can imagine, like, a sort of Blood Elf, like, you know, sort of pimp person, you know, with all the gold jewelry everywhere, just having ears that... I suppose they'd just be droopy ears, wouldn't they? They'd have so much jewelry on them. Right, let's hop in. Alright then, so we are here with the Blood Elf female in the actual game. Let's try to get her to do the swirly jump. The male wouldn't for some reason. There we go. That looks different. I recently rolled up a Blood Elf, and that character is, I think, level 6 or 7, and her swirly jump looks a lot faster than this one's swirly jump. Don't know what's going on there. Anyway, in terms of various things, there we go. We got a face. You can move around the place. Woohoo! Isn't that very exciting? There's the casting animation. So, it's... I don't know, it casts. I think that looks pretty good. Right, let's just go and attack something regularly. Hello, Mr. Lynx. Starter zones where we just slaughter animals for the sheer fun of it. Looks a little bit weird when... Oh, okay then, imp. Interesting, I didn't know you started with imps. Huh. Right. Yeah, the animation really kind of bugs out whenever you're actually hit by something, but still, that's looking pretty decent. Right, let's do slash dance. It's probably a thing that's worth doing. More just for the facial animations, and because they generally do play around with the faces quite a bit during the dance animations, and it gives us a little bit of an idea. One thing that I really hope they don't mess up is the slightly, I suppose, like, sinister-ish look to some of the Blood Elf stuff. I know that lore-wise they're maybe not in such a bizarre place as they were back in the day when they were added, but still. Right, we've done dance, we've done eat. Let's just do the questioning one. And the talking one. And the talking one again for no reason. Let's do charge.
Remember the sun well.
And eat. Which I've already done. I think I'm running out of emotes. That's enough, that'll do. So there you go, Blood Elf, male and female. Alright, we're back. It's kind of an underwear party. Why? Because I realized that the characters that I was using were both wearing robes because of their classes, which means you can't actually see the character model for what it is. So there's a Blood Elf male in the nip running a little bit. So there you go, it's what you'd expect, I suppose. Really, it does appear to just be the same as the pass model, but with a bit more muscle definition. So really, it's more of a direct upgrade. If I remember correctly from the Artcraft post, the Blood Elf female has got a few more sort of just, I don't know, like defining tweaks or something than the male. The male just looked like a straight port with high resolution, but it seemed like they changed some of the geometry and stuff for the female. I'll just do the walk animation, which seems to be bouncing up and down in an odd manner. Do you see that too? I don't know. Let's hop over to the female. Okay, so let's hop on to the Blood Elf female, and really it's similar enough, but what they have done, at least from what I can tell, and what I noticed from the Artcraft post that they posted a while ago, is that some aspects like the hips and waist and stuff, and I think legs as well, are a little bit more filled out. Essentially, it's a little bit less kind of twig thin in places from what I can tell. I think that's probably just a result of them having more polygons to work with, so they can actually make the model look a little bit more smoothed out and, well, realistic, but still cartoony. I mean, when I say realistic, I don't mean they're trying to make this look like an actual human, because, well, it's not a human, it's a blood elf. But, you know, obviously living things don't have crazy, bizarre, like, polygon angle thingies going on. And yeah, more polygons is a good thing. I think this is a pretty awesome update so far for both the men and the women, which is nice. And overall, what they've, I think, managed to do is at least keep, for the most part, the look and feel of the Blood Elves. The reason I say for the most part is because I don't actually play one on live, so, or at least like as a main character, so my opinion's not really too worthwhile. However, if you do play a Blood Elf character, then let me know what you think about this so far, and do bear in mind that it's only the first iteration, and hopefully stuff will be tweaked. And also, if the patch 6.1 version of this model is a little bit messed up in one or two regards, chances are they'll fix it up in the next patch, because I know they've done that for some things, like the Night Elf running. But yeah, that's really it for me. It doesn't look like they've messed up anything so far. And actually, on the topic of the female, she does still, in terms of just running around, she does feel quite nimble. And that's sort of the same feeling that I get on live with both characters. They still have their sort of bounciness and nimbleness going on. Anyway, that's really about all I can say for this. Let me know, of course, if you do play a Blood Elf, and I will see you next time.